नमस्ते। हमेशा खुश रहो बिटिया। Myself, Dr. Gaurav Gupta, Assistant Professor, Department of Forensic Medicine and Toxicology, Faculty of Homeopathic Science, Jyoti Vidyapeeth, Women's University, and Jaipur. Our today's topic is continuation of infanticide and child abuse. In previous session, we were studying, we had a discussion about battered baby syndrome, its features. Now today we are going to continue the same topic, injuries in case of battered baby syndrome. So the injuries may be caused by hand, foot, teeth, stick, belt, shoe, hot water, lighted cigarette, hot frying pan, or any household articles. So injuries may be caused by any household particles or by extremities, hand, foot. There may be bite or anything that is in hand of parents can cause injury. Surface injuries, bruises, abrasions, and lacerations may be seen. Laceration of the oral mucosa along with labial frenulum of the lower lip is a characteristic lesion. Slap marks, lash mark, knuckle punches, pinch mark. There is butterfly shaped bruise with one wing that is caused by thumb. Bald patches on scalp due to pulling out the hair. There is traumatic alopecia may be seen. Injuries that affecting the central nervous system are inflicted by throwing the child, striking the child with fist or object, or striking the child against a wall, or dropping the child, or vigorous shaking of the infant, also known as shaken baby syndrome or infantile whiplash syndrome, leading to intracranial hemorrhage. So in the central nervous system, there may be intracranial hemorrhage, which may be caused by throwing the child on surface or against any wall, or striking or hitting the child with fist or any object on the head, or dropping the child or shaking him very vigorously. A strong suspicion of child abuse should be made in a child presenting with altered mental status, unresponsiveness, coma, convulsions, or with focal neurologic deficit. If there is any altered mental status, mental development is not up to the mark or according to his age, the child is unresponsive, or there is any sign of coma, if he is having convulsions with any focal neurologic deficit, then there should be a strong suspicion of battered baby syndrome. This syndrome can occur from as little as 5 seconds of shaking. This shaken baby syndrome can occur from the shaking of baby minimum for 5 seconds. There may be injuries in eyes also, causing retinal hemorrhage and lens displacement. Other visceral organ injuries causing injury to spleen, injury to liver, or injury to hollow viscera, and that can result into massive hemorrhage leading to shock and can cause death of the child. There may be also burn signs, small circular pitted burns that may be indicate deliberating stubbing of cigarette ends on skin, or they may be scald also. Injury at the genitourinary points is also can also be observed. Physical and sexual abuse should be considered in a child presenting with hematuria, dysuria, increased frequency of urination, and enuresis if there is a suspicion about battered baby syndrome or about the violence by parents. Skeletal injuries, bony injuries including transverse fracture, impacted fractures, spiral fractures, metaphyseal chip fractures, subperiosteal hematoma, and multiple deformities of the long bone and rib cage of the body due to multiple heel fractures and callus formation can be observed. In CVS, blunt trauma to chest may cause multiple rib fractures leading to lung and heart contusions. Injuries may also lead to pneumothorax, hemothorax, rupture of diaphragm, and cardiac tamponade. So, how to diagnose that whether it is a natural injury or due to violence with the child by parents. So, nature of the injuries, how injury is looking, what is the type of injury, where is the injury present, is there any older marks of injuries having different healing phases. Second is delay in seeking medical treatment, whether the parents took the children to the medical facility immediately after the injury or there was delay in seeking medical treatment, whether they are recurrent injuries or not, child having recurrent injuries, repeated injuries at many places, radiological manifestations, especially those involving the ribs, metaphyseal, epiphyseal injuries, and avulsive fractures of the clavicle and acromion process. So this is all about battered baby syndrome. This session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with my digital session. If you have any query, please mention in comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.